Greetings and welcome to another video. It's Saturday the 15th of October 2022 and welcome to Station Road in Dawley. Now from where I'm standing at the moment, I've just noticed a tree right by me, and this is a bit of a side note, I know, but the leaves on this tree, as you can see, have got very unusual looking markings on the tree. I've never seen anything like this before, and I don't know if this is, well, to be honest, to me this looks rather unusual. So I don't know if this is meant to be a normal situation, if local wildlife has caused this, or if there's some kind of tree disease going on. I don't know. If anyone watching this video has any idea what these bruised markings on the leaves are all about, please leave a comment below this video and let us know, because that's going to be interesting to learn about, to be honest here. I've not seen this before. Anyway, like I said, at the moment I'm in Dawley, and if we look over in that direction, that's Dawley High Street over there, and in my opinion I've really enjoyed Dawley High Street. It's a good place to be. But I'm not going to Dawley High Street today. Instead, for today's video, we're going to be following Station Road in that direction. So yeah, let's carry on. And here on Station Road to my left here is the Dawley Royal British Legion. I've never been inside here before, but I get the impression this is a really good place to visit. So yeah, I might look into seeing how I can visit here and get a drink someday, but we'll see how that turns out. But at the end of the day, like I say, I get the impression this is a really nice place to be if you're ever able to visit. So yeah. On that note, let's carry on down Station Road. So to get to where we want to go today, this is where we're at. And yeah, we're going to be going down this path here to my right. That's where we'll be going. But first things first, if we have a look over here, as you can see, this is where Station Road Dawley opens up. As you can see, the road we're looking at the moment, the main road, is Spring Hill Road, and Spring Hill Road takes you to places like Brandlee and Telford Town Centre. But we're not going to Brandlee or Telford Town Centre today. Instead, we're coming back up this way to that path we looked at a couple of minutes ago. So yeah. Coming down this way to get to where we want to go is going to be a lot easier than crossing over the main road itself. And we're just going to go up these steps to my right, and job done. And right there in front of us is where we want to go today. But before we get there, I just want to have a look at something over here. So yeah, as you can see, this road we're on now is also called Station Road. And yeah, if we were to follow Station Road in this direction I'm facing now, it'll take us down to Dawley. And down this road is also the Telford Steam Railway Station, which I've made a couple of videos about last year. But we're not going that way. Not today. As I said, we're just heading over there. Welcome to the Brandlee. Now this is a gorgeous nature walk in Dawley, and I've been here a few times before, making a couple of videos in the past, and I really like it here. And considering that today is such a gorgeous afternoon, blue sky, sun's out, I thought it'd be nice to come back to the Brandlee and yeah, just explore it one more time. I think it was about 3 years ago now, well, nearly 4 I think maybe. I first moved to Dawley, because I used to live in Montgomery in Telford, but obviously I've moved our house up to Dawley, and this was one of the first places I started to explore around Dawley. Because I noticed the entrance to the Brandlee a few times, and yeah, the first video I made around here was just amazing. I loved it. I was really impressed with this place. And as you can see, this time of year, being autumn, the trees with different coloured leaves, from green to orange, yellow and reds, and the leaves falling on the ground as well. And I love how peaceful it is around here as well. I mean, we're only a few yards away from the main road now, and I can barely hear the traffic, basically. So, if you happen to be in or around Dawley, and you're looking for somewhere peaceful and quiet, and quite frankly beautiful to walk along and explore, then obviously the Brandlee is a great place to visit. You can see the trees waving in the wind. I do love that sound. The sound of the wind blowing through the trees. Now, the last time I was at the Brandlee, I think was early on in 2021, because we'd had some snow during Christmas 2020 and into January and February, I think it was, 2021. And it was about that time, I came back to the Brandlee making a couple of videos, and I'll have to double check, but if I remember correctly, I noticed this path that I'm looking at now, which is to my left, and I decided to explore this footpath, and I think that led me down to the Telford Steam Railway station and the railway yard with all the trains down in Dawley. And that was an amazing video to make. I loved exploring this footpath. So yeah, I'll have to double check that video, and I'll mention it. I'll mention the title of that video from last year in the description box and as a pinned comment in the comment section below this video. So yeah, if you're able to, definitely go back and watch that video. That was fun to make. But today we're sticking to the Brandlee itself, and we're following the path round to the right. Now, by the looks of it, a lot of people do visit here, because in the mud on the path I'm walking along, there's a few cycle tracks, so people obviously on their mountain bikes around here, and by the looks of it, a few people walk their dogs along here. So yeah, that's really good, that is. Obviously this place is a great place to walk your dogs and just to enjoy in general, I guess. Okay, that looks new. This does look very new. As you can see, the path has now been transformed into a stone path now. Yeah, so this point onwards, you're no longer walking on mud, but I'm guessing local volunteers who clearly look after this place have now established a stone path. It's really good, that is, really good idea. I'm glad this is a thing now. No doubt help people along, because I'm guessing the paths around here get really muddy, very muddy in bad weather. Okay, now if I remember correctly, we're about to come to a spot where the path divides and goes off in two different directions. Yeah, here we are. Alright, so on one hand, the path goes off to my right in that direction, while otherwise the path turns to my left. Now, if I remember correctly, from when I was here the first time round, about 3 years ago now, if we follow the path to my left, it will loop back round to here. It's a giant loop basically, so if I go left and walk for far enough, I'll eventually come back to where I'm standing now. So yeah, let's carry on. Follow the path to my left. So a bit further along, the stone path stops and we're back on the dirt trail now. So the path continues, it just goes back to, as I just said, being a dirt path. It's a bit muddy at the moment, but not too bad. I wonder if they're gonna I wonder if the people who built the stone path in the first place are going to extend it a bit further along. It would be nice if they did, but considering how muddy the path at the moment is today, I wouldn't be surprised if they're waiting for the path to like dry out and for it to stop being muddy and all that. But we'll soon see how that turns out. In the meantime, just going to walk a few yards in front of me, obviously, because there's something really interesting I want to look at in front of me. So here we are, and if we wanted to continue exploring the Brandlee, we'll be following the path to my right and going on that way. But we'll get back to that in a moment. First things first, I want to have a look at something over to my left. Let's have a look at right there basically. So as you can see, we've got a wooden gate and this opens up to here, and if I remember correctly, where I'm standing now is Fence Road. As you can see, restricted byway, and as you can see on the signpost, where I'm standing right now is part of the Telford T50 50-mile trail. And if we were to follow the T50 mile trail off to my right, basically in the direction I'm now facing, that will take you into Dawley. While on the other hand, if we were to turn and face left and go off in that direction, that will take you into Dawley, and more specifically it'll bring you out by the Telford Steam Railway Station. So yeah. And like I say, this restricted byway, the name of it should be Fence Road. Now we're not going to walk along this pathway today because I've already done so in previous videos. But it's a really nice place where I'm standing at the moment. Absolutely gorgeous. Definitely worth exploring for anyone who wants to visit this part of Telford. So yeah, now we're coming back onto the Brandlee. Now to my right, that's the path we've already just explored, and it'll take us back toward where we started this video. So we're not going that way. Instead, we're coming off this way to my left. And as you can see, the stone path starts all over again. So yeah, we're now further along, and as you can see, the pebble path, or the stone path I was on, is now turned back into the dirt trail. It's absolutely gorgeous today. Now this area is absolutely beautiful. Definitely one of the best places to be here in Dawley. I mean, there's all kinds of beautiful places in Dawley, like Dawley pools, for example. Well, I think definitely if I was to start making a list of top 5 favourite places to be in Dawley, where I am now, where I'm standing right now, definitely would be on that list. So yeah, as I thought, where I'm standing at the moment, the path I'm on has indeed looped round back to where we were earlier on in the video. So yeah. So yeah, that path, or this path in front of us, if we were to go off to my right here, if you follow it all the way round, does loop round back to where I'm standing at the moment. So yeah, it's one big loop. Which means following the path to my left here will take us back to where we started and take us back to the entrance of the Brandlee. I'd love to know the history of the Brandlee, to be honest with you. No doubt many years ago this place was a part of the industrial heritage of Dawley. But yeah, I'm sure I was told about the history of this area at some point before, but it'll be nice to be reminded of the history of here. It's absolutely gorgeous as it is now. As I said earlier, definitely one of the most beautiful places in Dawley. So here we are, back at the start. So yeah, the Brandlee. Anyone who's able to do so, I really would recommend your visit here at some point, because it's just, as I said, a beautiful place. Gorgeous. Especially this time of year, in the autumn, on a sunny day like today. Yeah. On that note, I'm going to finish this video here. Thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate everyone who watches my videos. Take care, be safe. Feel free to press the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon in the next video. Take care and goodbye.